The Intel i7-8700K is a solid CPU, but with there being other offerings from AMD and the 9000 series being just around the corner, it doesn't really make sense to buy anymore. Welcome to Hari's Hobbies. So if you guys didn't already know, the Intel i7-8700K is a hex-core processor with 6 cores and 12 threads with a base frequency of 3.7 GHz and a max turbo frequency of 4.7 GHz, and it comes in at $360. And currently, this is the best gaming CPU available on the mainstream market. Even though that sounds really good, it's really not that great because it is just another 14nm CPU from Intel, which Intel has been giving us since 2015. So this CPU is just more of a progressive upgrade over last generation and not really a game changer. And plus, currently, we have really good options from AMD. For example, the 2700X is an octa-core processor with 8 cores and 16 threads with a base frequency of 3.7 GHz and a max turbo frequency of 4.3 GHz, and it only costs $330. On top of that, it is so much better than an Intel CPU in terms of productivity and not far behind in terms of gaming. Not to mention, it comes with a great stock cooler while the Intel variant doesn't even come with a cooler. Plus, the motherboard that you would buy for the 2700X can last you many generations, and you don't have to buy the top-end motherboard to overclock either. To make matters even worse for the 8700K, the 9000 series is just around the corner, and guess what? It's another 14nm series, and the 10nm series is delayed even further from the beginning of 2019 to all the way to the fall of 2019. At first, we expected that Intel would be launching an i7-9700K, which would have 8 cores and 16 threads and be an add-on to the Coffee Lake series, which would be compatible with the Z390 platform. And so at that point, the 8700K would still have its place. But instead, Intel is actually planning on introducing a full new series with the 9000 series. And they're going to be bringing the i9 series onto the mainstream platform with the i9-9900K, which is going to be the octa-core processor that we were expecting, and the 9700K is just actually going to be another hex-core processor just like the 8700K. Well, how does the 9700K perform, you ask? Well, it will most likely be identical to the 8086K with 6 cores and 12 threads with a base frequency of 4 GHz and a max turbo frequency of 5 GHz. And if you guys don't remember, the 8086K was already just a bin version of the 8700K. So 9700K is really just a boosted version of the 8700K. Once the 9700K comes out, if the 8700K dropped in price, it would actually still make a lot of sense to buy the 8700K. However, based on past Intel generations, that doesn't seem to be the case, because even right now, the 7700K costs $340 and only dropped $20 over MSRP. So based on that, the 8700K and 9700K will only be separated by $20. So once the 9700K comes out, it will really make no sense to go with the 8700K anymore, because you'll get more performance with the 9700K for not that much more really. So really, it doesn't make sense to buy the 8700K anymore, because the 9700K is coming really soon and it is going to be this exact same chip with higher clocks for the same price. On top of this, there are really big things expected with AMD's 3000 series of Ryzen. It is expected that it will be on a 7nm process and it will overclock all the way to 5 GHz, and it may even have 12 or 16 cores. I don't think it'll have that many cores, but what I think will happen is that AMD will reintroduce the 800 series. So the 3700 and 3700X will have 8 cores and 16 threads just like usual, and the 3800X may have 10 or 12 cores. And the 3000 series will most definitely offer better value than their Intel counterparts, and they will be perfect for extreme performance. And if you want even better performance than that, then your best bet would be the i9-9900K, which will have 8 cores and 16 threads, and its max turbo frequency will most likely be higher than 4.3 GHz, because that is the max turbo frequency of the 2700X, and I bet that Intel wants to offer a higher max turbo frequency than AMD does. And considering how good Intel CPUs at overclocking, we will most likely see a max turbo frequency of 4.5 to 4.7 GHz officially, and we may even be able to overclock into the high 4s or even 5 GHz with the 9900K. Now, this CPU will be expensive at $450 to $500, but it will be compatible with even the 8 series of platform motherboards is what the rumors suggest. so that should save you money. But if you're buying the CPU, I don't recommend you buy a H series or B series motherboard, but a Z370 motherboard would be a great option for this new CPU. So overall, the 8700K just really doesn't make sense right now because it is just in the middle of nowhere really. If you want the best value out there, then the Ryzen series is definitely the way to go with the 2700X or 2700. And if you want extreme performance, then the 9900K or the upcoming 3800X is where you want to be going. And even if the 8700K is exactly the chip you want, the 9700K is coming up really soon and it is going to one-up it for the exact same price. So there is a better CPU out there for all of you guys. So I really don't recommend that any of you guys buy the 8700K right now unless there is an extreme deal on it like $300. So what do you guys think about this? What do you think about AMD moving on to the 7nm process while Intel is still stuck with the 14nm process? Make sure to comment down below what you guys think because I do read all my comments and I'm curious as to what you guys think, so make sure to post your thoughts. Also, if you guys like this video, then make sure to drop a like and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more videos just like this one. But until next time, I'm Hari, and I'll see you guys on the next one.